Resident Evil 2.
Hello guys, what is up? Survive Kabads here, back again with another Resident Evil 2 video. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've been really busy with work, but I know you all don't care about that, so let's jump into today's topic. What is Resident Evil 2's future, and even what is the future of Capcom as a whole? Let's jump in with the first point, Resident Evil 2 Remake itself. Now in this article by WCCF Tech, Capcom has stated that Resident Evil 2 Remake has sold 3 million copies in 3 days. In comparison, to give you an idea of how successful this game is, this game has sold faster than Smash Ultimate with hitting 3 million in 11 days. This is absolutely crazy, and for y'all who probably know or don't know, I've bought the Collector's Edition, Digital Standard for PS4, PC Deluxe, and the Pix and Love Collector's Edition that I'm importing. I guess you could say I'm a fanatic when it comes to Resident Evil 2, but it's warranted as it's so good. But with all this positivity in sales, what does this mean in the future of Capcom and Resident Evil? Well, apparently Capcom and Hirabayashi, the director of RE2 Remake, is up for a remake of Resident Evil 3 as well, from this article by VG247. But the catch is that if fans are very vocal about it, they will do it. I will say that we as a community are very vocal about this. Imagine seeing Raccoon City as what we got with Claire going to the orphanage in a massive scale. That would be so badass with a more difficult nemesis, since kids in my generation like to complain about Mr. X. By the way, just wait and see until you have to face nemesis that has a rocket launcher, tendrils, and a ridiculous range at attacking, and then complain of how hard Mr. X is. Now with Remake 3 in mind, I will also do a video just like I did for Remake 2 of things that I want in that game. But this game is most likely going to be like Resident Evil 2 with more zombies, more open areas, more exploration, and more lore opportunities concerning Dario, Nikolai, Carlos, and even the choice system for replayability. The third remake has so much potential, and if you can, please voice your opinion out, as I really want to see my second favorite Resident Evil be remade. By the way, it's only the second, as RE2 was my first, so it does have that one step up. Also, for you keen Resident Evil players, if you actually play Claire's second run, there is a reference to Brad Vickers, and it seems like he already has a real life model. So could Capcom and the RE be working on the planning stage, like the storyboard outline, or selecting the characters for their roles as the famous characters, like how we did with Leon and Claire? Well, that's for you to decide. Now let's talk about Resident Evil 8. So Resident Evil 8 has been leaked, and it's apparently being a continuation of 7, with mechanics like Resident Evil 3.5's Hookman and being placed in a secret laboratory. Now it also has been stated from the leakers that this will have a third-person perspective, and that the story will be talking about the creation of Evelyn and other BOWs. Now I have not played Resident Evil 7 all the way through, as I wanted to complete it using the PlayStation VR, but since I'm not spending $300 on a damn VR for one game, I'll just buy the gold edition and experience it normally. With that being said, I cannot talk about the story, but the third person perspective is weird, as for first person I actually kinda dug it. But if they want to go the over the shoulder route, I'm game. So we have both Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 8 in possible works, and we might see something pertaining to a shift in Capcom as well. Another Resident Evil game that they could remake or reboot is Outbreak. For y'all who don't know, Outbreak is an online Resident Evil game that uses teamwork to try to get out of the city. Outbreak is a very interesting game with today's time. Knowing that everybody has access to party systems like Xbox Live, PlayStation Voice, and Discord, has good internet, and a good running system like the PS4, Xbox One, or PC, this would be so fun and highly accessible. I always wanted to see a semi-linear and semi-open world Resident Evil game, and Outbreak is the perfect series to throw that ball to. There is a high demand for Outbreak, and if it was to be remade, I believe it would be very successful. Just think about selecting a different cast of characters with different abilities, running with friends in tight streets, corridors, and buildings of Raccoon City, solving puzzles, running away from zombies and BOWs, just having a good time. Basically, this generation's Resident Evil 5, but on a massive scale. Now, let's go to the next subject. As we all know, Capcom owns a lot, and I mean a lot of franchises. After the fiasco of Street Fighter V and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I do put the blame on Disney for the majority of the game's failure, I feel like Capcom is on a redemption trip, unlike one of its rivals, Konami. So what does Capcom own, and how could they use it for today's standards? Let's first talk about some of the series that I haven't played, but has the chance to get the shine that Resident Evil 2 has gotten. First up is Haunting Ground and Clock Tower. Now, I've never played either of these games, but I know that these two, especially Haunting Grounds, has a vocal minority for the game to receive a sequel or the remake treatment. These games are both survival horror and drastically different from Resident Evil. I feel that they could do something with these properties, as Resident Evil and PT have really invented survival horror. So to throw these two into a reboot in the remake style, you can have some very special with these two different IPs, with a definite difference in story and gameplay opportunities. Let's now talk about Dino Crisis, as this is the most highly requested series to be brought back after the disaster of Dino Crisis 3. There is a huge fan base for Dino Crisis, and in all actuality, it's way different from Resident Evil. In my opinion, from when I played it as a kid, I actually felt that Dino Crisis was way harder than Resident Evil. Now 2 was more actiony, but 1 was always my favorite in the franchise. Now, why do I feel like Dino Crisis will get a remake treatment? Well, for one, Dino Crisis' 20th anniversary is coming up in July 1st, and what's a better way to celebrate it with the announcement of Dino Crisis Remake, like how we Resident Evil 2 fans got it with the We Do It announcement. Another reason is actually pretty huge. Now, I was in a voice chat with Avid Expert. Please subscribe to him if you love Resident Evil and want to be up to date on Resident Evil news. As we were talking, Dino Crisis was brought up. We were discussing reasons why the series could come back, and we thought of some awesome. The success of Jurassic World. Now, if you all don't know, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was very successful, with a budget of 170 to 187 million and making over 1.3 billion dollars. Now, in my eyes, I looked at this and I was very surprised that dinosaurs were still profitable. But with this in mind, to make a dinosaur survival horror game is very fresh, and we are in dire need of one. Now, it is speculated that Jurassic World 3 is being released in 2021. Capcom could use this hype that Jurassic World would bring and ride that hype for the release of the game. There's a lot that you can do with this series, and I really want to see this game come back, as I have not played this in years. Other games that Capcom could bring back are Darkstalkers, the Power Stone series, Final Fight, a Dead Rising reboot, God Hand, and etc. Because of Capcom and the RE team bringing Resident Evil 2 to us and allowing us to see what they're capable of, I could definitely see Capcom resurrecting these dead franchises and giving new life, as they are wanting to expand to other games other than Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and Devil May Cry, which Devil May Cry 5 is looking to be very successful, and I cannot wait to pick up my pre-order. But that's all I have for today. What do you want to see Capcom resurrect? Do you want Resident Evil 3, Outbreak, or 8? Do you want to see series like Dino Crisis and Haunting Ground come back? Is there a Capcom property that I forgot to mention that you want to see get the remake treatment? Please discuss in the comment section. I always check the comments and reply to most of all viewers' comments. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for future updates. If you are into Mortal Kombat, check out mine and Tabmock's series, Mortal Mondays, that gets live streamed every Monday at 9:30 EST. Please also check out Avid Expert and also AJ from The Row for giving me the links to the articles. Everybody's links and the article links will be in the description below. And I do want to thank you all for watching. Goodbye, my fellow survivors.